Let me caveat this story right now with the fact that the writer of it is biased against Donald Trump, and needs to sell lots of books to stay relevant. From my opinion, I don't know the guy, but I work in New York sort of media politics. But Michael Wolff's the guy that has to be out there making noise and poking people in the chest to be relevant, and he has books to sell going forward. That being said, currently there are books being sold that are trashing Joe Biden and his final days and running up to his election, things like that. People have books to sell. There is probably more truth to the notions than they're not in these books. But yes, salacious sells, and that's what happens. Jake Tapper wants to be a good journalist. I understand he does. He also likes selling lots of books on the side, and CNN likes him there to bring in eyeballs that's there. But this is not about Biden. It's not about Tapper. It's about Michael Wolff, and specifically about the Trumps, Donald Melania, as he says they are essentially living as a separated couple. Many critical books by Michael Wolff have been written by Donald Trump, and he's kind of being stuck into the crawl that's going on to keep on their relationship because it sells books and sells him access to things. He stated that this editor keeps getting to me. The president, Donald Trump, keeps calling him former president, and First Lady Melania Trump are separated. And this happened in an appearance on a podcast by the Daily Beast. Wolff asserted that the couple lead separate lives and do not maintain a traditional marital relationship, emphasizing the lack of evidence showing that them spending time together, suggesting that their marriage does not function in the conventional sense. Not that they're not so much necessarily happy or happily married as they are, they're just not working as a married couple. The comments align with observations that Melania Trump is not being seen at the White House very much during her second term. In the first 100 days of office, she's been there 14 days. Noted during the 2024 hush money trial when he was sitting there dealing with Stormy Daniels on the stand, she wasn't there very much as well. She did not appear in public in many cases of her husband in a lot of the support for the running of the election, basically in his campaign stops. He was at the convention after, of course, we had the issues with the shooting. She was at certain things. She did speak at a couple things, but she has been very much not in the picture going forward. White House has dismissed Wolff's ascensions because the communications director, Stephen Chung, labeling him as a blithering idiot, accusing him of selling falsehoods because he has to sell books. Chung says that Wolff's claims are unfounded, should not be taken seriously. It is him spreading lies and innuendo. Of course, we've been talking about the way the function of the marriage has worked for years. Way back in 2018, the allegations of the affair with Stormy Daniels came to light, and Melania Trump's public appearances basically became more infrequent then. She canceled several events that was to basically push on the fact that her husband was there, and fueling rumors that there was issues then. And as time goes on, we still have the same issues going forward. Wolff's claims have reignited some discussions about the Trump marriage, and some people are publicly addressing it. Some people are just saying, hey, let the people be. Now, my hey, let the people be part about this is this simple. Remember, Melania Trump has a young-ish son, 18-year-old son, who wants to go to school in New York City and wants to live in their mansion up there, their Trump Tower up there. So she's doing a lot of time maintaining the son and letting him, because sure, he could use it as his apartment, but she's doing a lot of time just sort of running interference for Barron Trump, which is fine. And there's plenty of other people doing other things for Donald Trump, including Donald Trump, who tends to be working on all the public relations stuff on his own because he likes it anyway. He seems to be enjoying Melania not being there because he gets to pick the decorations and stuff. So it's working for them. Whether their relationship is great, whether it's not great and they're faking it, whether it's the way they want it to be, it is what's going on. I have plenty of gripes against the Trumps, specifically with the Trump Donald and how he's working things, and the Trumps and their appearances in things not seeming to kind of care and just kind of wander through whatever. But I don't want to get into their marriage. Michael Wolff has books to sell, and he will do this, but even I don't want to get into that sort of drama. And as we say, bring up Barron Trump because he's relevant because he's son of Donald Trump. Trump brought him up this morning in his speech going forward, talking about he needed to go talk to Theo Vaughn. As far as we care, he's a son of the president. He's a very tall person. He goes to university and he just goes to class and goes home. He's that kind of person. No beef, no nothing. We hope the best for Barron Trump and the rest of the Trump kids, wherever their station of life is at this point.